It's Riley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Wagner. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Takes the handoff. It's Riley. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Madsen. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football, and it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
And lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Broncos! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Finding some room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bear. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Taking it the other way. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They'll try to tack one more on their score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Bates. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Right on target this time. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Riley.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Bust through behind his pad. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Ncaa27 can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Now here's Ncaa27. And they're not on the same page there.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. Because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Oh, what a big play for this offense if they get it to the 33-yard line. The Broncos are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
And the Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a little room there, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Ncaa27. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. The give from the gun. There he goes. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Maybe a crease. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Ncaa27 throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Cal! The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Complete in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The Broncos come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now,
makes a grab and room to run. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Running inside, it's Riley. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Boise State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Ncaa27, play action. Fires to the right. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. JKS. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. There he goes to the right. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Broncos.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Ncaa27. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Cal uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Again, it's Ncaa27. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know.
He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 5 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Kentucky with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And it moves their mark to 8-1 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
Into the secondary on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
And the Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Now here's Ncaa27. It's caught. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Could be an alley. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. With the run on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cal.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Quickly complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us...
Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Riley. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this.
Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing Ncaa27. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick release on the RPO. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. The run inside. It's Riley. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Broncos. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Quick strike complete. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen, and he'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know this pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Gaines. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll move the tight end. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name
good game, bro.
over and over in this one.